comments, I would like to turn it over to our solicitor, Mr. Michael Clarke, for some comments.
Thank you, Supervisor Minnick. As the board is aware, based on my advice, I have advised the Township and the Board of Supervisors not to be commenting on this matter at this time. As a matter of course, the Township does not comment on suicides. It is not something that we have ever done in the past. We also understand that there are still some open issues right now with the family. And for that reason, and because of the potential risk of that there may still be some litigation, I've advised the Township not to comment on this matter at this time. But I do believe it's important to just address a few things that the speaker said, because a couple of them aren't accurate. The first is that the Township failed to properly investigate and notify the public of a homicide. The Whitpain Township Police Department, after they arrived on the scene, made an assessment that this was not a homicide, that this was a suicide. That determination by the Whitpain Township Police Department was confirmed by both the Montgomery County Coroner / medical examiner and an independent medical examiner, which Montgomery County brought in to review all of this information. Once that determination was made initially by the Whitpain Township Police Department, there was no need to notify the public because we do not comment on suicides. There was not a thought from the Whitpain Township Police Department that this was a homicide. The speaker referenced that we had sent out a notice regarding another individual. Again, the differentiation that the speaker tried to make is that because that victim had been white, so that is why we did a notice. That was clearly a crime that had been committed, and for that reason, and of course there was a public safety issue and a need for public notification, the Township and the Police Department made a statement and a comment at that time. With regard to the public notice 4 days later, again, it's the Township's position or the Police Department's position not to comment on suicides. The only reason a statement was made 4 months later was because of a great deal of misinformation that was out in the public, and the Township and the Police Department and the supervisors felt it was necessary at that time to address some of that misinformation. The speaker mentioned that people have been silenced. I'm not sure what is being referred to there. The Township Police Department has met with the family as recently as a few weeks ago. My office reached out to an attorney who was representing the family, requesting some information. Unfortunately, they didn't turn over that information through no fault of the families, and that information has recently been turned over to the Township. Chief Lawson and Mr. Pronzak have met with the family, have taken this information that we requested back in June, and they have advised that, excuse me, that it be turned over to the coroner's office to see if there's anything they want to do with that information. And Chief Lawson has offered to, if there's any meeting with the coroner and the medical examiner, Chief Lawson has offered to attend that meeting with the family. So again, we don't want to be commenting on this matter. It's been determined to be a suicide. It's a tragedy, but some of these misstatements just needed to be addressed.
Somebody else?
Can I? I think it's unfortunate.
I'm sorry, sir, could you please state your name?
The problem here that you
Sir,
get.
could you
What am I supposed to do?
Could you state your name and address?
Okay, my name is John Grant. I live at 408 Pilgrim Road in Whitemarsh. I'm a journalist. To proclaim that this is suicide precludes any information be coming out, as this gentleman just said, which is, you're locking it up. This is a very unpleasant, controversial item. We don't know what happened. I don't think the police chief knows what happened either. And to call it suicide, I think, is a little premature because the investigation needs to go on further. Thank you very much.